barricades are stacked against the avenue. A mutiny brewing in the morning dew, spitting out the propaganda fed by the elite, marching with an army down the concrete street. A kerosene rag stuffed in an empty jar, lighting up the darkness like a shooting star. They tried to cage the tiger in the copper wire, but they only managed to ignite the fire.
A clenched fist rising above the unruly crowd, screaming our demands incredibly loud. The establishment trembles at the sudden noise, a formidable army of the girls and boys,
smashing the illusions with an iron pipe. The demographic anger is completely right. No compromise offered and none received, exposing the web that the politicians weave. Combustion spreading through the crowded square, an undeniable tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart, a drum beat in the chest, putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of the tyrannical chain.
The sirens wail a warning from a distant block, but we are firmly planted like a solid rock. A guerrilla tactic executed with precision, cutting through the falsehoods like a sharp incision. They monitor the frequencies and tap the phone, but we communicate in a frequency unknown. A subterranean network of the brave and bold, refusing to be bought and refusing to be sold.
My vocal cords are shredded from the battle cry, refusing to submit and refusing to comply. We paint our manifestos on the subway train, a colorful rebellion in the pouring rain. The riot gear approaches with a steady march, but we hold the line beneath the marble arch. A blazing inferno fueled by righteous eye, feeding the flames of this magnificent fire. Combustion spreading through the crowded square, an undeniable tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart, a drum beat in the chest, putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of a tyrannical chain. Stand up, fight back, do not retreat. Take back the power on every single street. The revolution broadcast on the radio wave, digging the oppressive system a shallow grave. Defy, resist, unite, ignite. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart, a drum beat in the chest, putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of the tyrannical chain. Keep fighting,
Never surrender.
the heart beats on. exposing the lacerations to the entire avenue. I am hemorrhaging my feelings on this wooden stage, flipping to a thoroughly depressing, tragic page.
A crimson river flowing from a deeply wounded heart,
Tearing my psychological stability apart.
the microphone stand is the only thing holding me upright,
Surrendering completely to the devastating fight.
my vulnerability is presented for the crowd to see, stripped of my defensive masculine anatomy. The incision is profound, the agony is extremely real. There's absolutely nothing left for me to conceal.
I pluck the nylon strings with the trembling, nervous hand, hoping the audience can somehow finally understand. A spiritual transfusion required to keep me alive, desperately fighting to fundamentally survive. Draining the essence from the center of the vein, a beautiful method of managing the chronic pain. Exsanguinating sorrow, drop by precious drop, unable to command the biological rhythm to stop. This is a bleeding soul, pouring out the brutal truth, sacrificing the remnants of my golden wasted youth. Bleeding soul, a hemorrhage of the purest sound, staining the carpet on the auditorium ground. Let the wordlets cry, let the choir softly hum. We are waiting patiently for the ultimate kingdom come. A musical surgery performed without an anesthetic, beautifully tragic and spectacularly poetic.
The scar tissue forms a melody across my chest, a permanent reminder of the agonizing test. I suture up the wound with the soaring vocal run, knowing the recovery process has barely begun. The spotlight is a scalpel cutting through the murky disguise, reflecting the trauma directly into your eyes. A therapeutic performance acting as a bandage wrap, escaping the jaws of a psychological trap.
My hemoglobin drops as the tempo starts to climb, committing the ultimate confessional vocal crime. I am an open book, completely missing the final spine, pouring my tragedy into a glass of bitter wine. The audience acts as a massive collective nurse, lifting the heavy burden of this unrelenting curse. A cathartic release of the pressurized internal gauge, leaving my entire anatomy upon the stage. Draining the essence from the center of the vein, a beautiful method of managing the chronic pain. Exsanguinating sorrow, drop by precious drop, unable to command the biological rhythm to stop. This is a bleeding soul, pouring out the brutal truth, sacrificing the remnants of my golden wasted youth. Bleeding soul, a hemorrhage of the purest sound, staining the carpet on the auditorium ground. Let the wordlets cry, let the choir softly hum. We are waiting patiently for the ultimate kingdom come. A musical surgery performed without an anesthetic, beautifully tragic and spectacularly poetic.
Let it flow, let the absolute essence spill,
Climbing the summit of the agonizing hill,
the music is the plasma,
the rhythm is the cure,
making my intentions remarkably, beautifully pure.
This is a bleeding soul, pouring out the brutal truth, sacrificing the remnants of my golden wasted youth. Bleeding soul, the hemorrhage of the purest sound, staining the carpet on the auditorium ground. Let the wordlets cry, let the choir softly hum. We are waiting patiently for the ultimate kingdom come. Musical surgery performed without an anesthetic, beautifully tragic and spectacularly poetic. Stitching it up, the bleeding stops, music heals. metropolis, chasing the phantom of a stolen kiss. My trench coat collar turned against the wind, calculating the exact moment that I sinned. A fedora cast a shadow on a stranger's face, a clandestine meeting in a hidden place. The cobblestone glistens with the evening precipitation, caught in the middle of a grand investigation.
A private sleuth operating in the midnight shade, examining the evidence that was poorly laid. A magnifying glass on a smear lipstick stain, connecting the dots inside the cynical brain. The jazz club is a sanctuary for the underground, where the most illicit information can be found. A snare brush swishes like a serpent's tail, following the breadcrumbs on a dangerous trail. Whispering secrets in a smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in a hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. No rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. No rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in the colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. A ransom note typed on a vintage machine, the most peculiar scenario I have ever seen. A flickering street light illuminates the crime, operating totally outside the bounds of time. A double-crossing syndicate operating out of sight, bleeding the citizens in the dead of night. But the syncopation offers a peculiar clue, leading my investigation straight back to you. A femme fatale posing with a cigarette holder, resting my chin upon my velvet shoulder. I fabricated alibis to cover up my track, knowing there is absolutely no turning back. The upright bass plucks a sinister chord, a deadly gamble for a meager reward. I slip the microfilm inside my satin glove, a casualty of war, a casualty of love. Whispering secrets in a smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in a hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. War rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. Noir rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in a colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with the jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Don't speak, the walls have ears, I can smell your absolute paralyzing fears. Past the envelope underneath the table, keep the facade as long as you are able. Footsteps, shadows, curtain calls, the gavel falls. No rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. No rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in the colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Case closed, fade to black, the jazz remains.
melody vibrating inside my chest, putting my emotional endurance to the test. The pendulum swings, pulling the gravity down, wearing a heavy, invisible, thorny crown.
A melancholy tempo carrying my fragile weight, accepting the terms of this unfortunate fate. Tears falling silently on the acoustic wood, misunderstood in my own neighborhood. The metric rhythm healing the deepest wound inside this cavern where I am marooned. The persistent vibration shakes the solid ground, wrapping my trauma in a comforting sound. The cadence of grief is a powerful tide, washing away the stubbornness and pride, plucking the strings of a broken instrument, documenting the pain in the sonic document, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our ground and on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A summer frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. The metronome clicks with a merciless pace, tracing the lines on my weary weathered face. A deep oscillation from the amplifier cone, speaking a language that is entirely its own. The physical toll of this emotional debt is something my muscles will never forget. But the therapeutic shuffle starts to take control, mending the fractures in my damaged soul. I lean my shoulder against the vibrating amp, lighting the wick of my flickering oil lamp. The harmonic resonance aligns with my heart, piecing together the things that fell apart. A slow motion dance in a solitary room, dispelling the shadows and the creeping gloom. The frequency acts as a medicinal balm, restoring a sense of unprecedented calm, transforming the agony into a steady pulse, rejecting the narratives that are entirely false, swaying the hips to a sorrowful beat, finding our grounding on our own 2 feet. Sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary relief. Sorrow grew, a therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. Feel the resonance, let the tears flow, release the burden, just let it go. The vibration is the medicine, the beat is the cure, making our intentions absolutely pure. Sorrow grew, hey, hey, move. Sorrow grew, sorrow grew, sorrow grew, riding the cadence of grief, searching the lyrics for a momentary. Sorrow grew, the therapeutic slow descent, calculating the hours that we have spent. Let the vibration massage the aching bone. You are suffering, but you are not alone. A somber frequency that penetrates the skin, a musical battle that we are trying to win. Healing rhythm, let the groove take over. No more pain.
murky bio bubbles with the dreadful secret brew, formulating hexes aimed directly at you. Alligator sliding beneath the Spanish moss, tallying the ledger of a monumental loss. Some mysterious practitioner stirs the iron pot, tying up my destiny in a complicated knot. Sprinkling the graveyard dust upon the wooden floor, opening the hinges of an otherworldly door.
I hear the incantation whisper through the cypress trees, carried by a foul and unnatural breeze, rattling the vertebrae inside the leather sack, guarantee nobody is ever coming back.
The grease talisman hangs around my neck, keeping the malevolent apparitions in check, lighting up the candles on the makeshift shrine, erasing the boundaries of the dividing line,
Uttering the
syllables of an ancient dreadful curse, making the predicament exponentially worse. The sorcery is potent, the magic is severe, summoning the phantoms that you constantly fear. Listen to the voodoo wail echoing across the swamp,
joining the procession in the terrifying stomp,
voodoo wail sending shivers down your spine,
intertwining your miserable existence with mine.
let the witch doctor chant, let the heavy bass rumble, watching the walls of your sanctuary crumble, a hypnotic spell woven in a musical form,
Summoning the fury of a supernatural storm. The talisman vibrates with a kinetic strange energy, unlocking the padlock of a hidden memory, pounding on the goatskin with the frantic wild pace, summoning the spirits from a designated place.
the potion is simmering, emitting a foul scent, a magical phenomenon that cannot be unspent. I pour the carved trinkets upon the dusty dirt, shielding my anatomy from any impending hurt. My pupils dilate as the trance begins to take, causing the foundations of the cabin to shake. I speak in a dialect I never formally learned, while the effigy of my enemy is totally burned. The swamp water ripples from the heavy vibration, a terrifying, spectacular, dark celebration. We bind the adversary with the metaphysical thread, communicating directly with the lingering dead, uttering the syllables of an ancient dreadful curse, making the predicament exponentially worse. The sorcery is potent, darkest fears. I've soaked these Camden bricks with salty tears. My garden's overgrown with thorns and weeds, neglecting every single one of my basic needs. The sky is bruised, a shade of violet gloom within this dusty, silent, lonely room.
But down beneath the surface, deep and wide, there is a spirit that you cannot hide. The soil is parched, the sun is blazing red. Forget the hollow words that they have said.
Ancestors watching from the mountain peak, giving strength to all the tired and the weak. Though the branches may be broken and the leaves turn brown, we won't let the weight of sorrow pull us down. Extract the essence from the struggle and the strife, finding the nectar in the middle of this life. Bitter roots, reaching for the light, growing through the concrete in the dead of night. Bitter roots, hold on to the ground in the silence, hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall, oh, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall.
I see the system trying to choke the vine, but the nectar of the truth is truly divine. Drenched down spirit in a London storm, keeping the fire burning,
Keeping us warm. No axe can fell the tree of liberty, for the truth shall set the captive people free. I'm pouring blackest coffee for my soul, trying to regain some semblance of control. The bitterness is familiar on my tongue, a song of survival that has always been sung. I'll paint my eyes with coal and face the day, watching the gray clouds slowly drift away. Though the branches may be broken and the leaves turn brown, we won't let the weight of sorrow pull us down. Extract the essence from the struggle and the strife, finding the nectar in the middle of this life. Bitter roots, reaching for the light, growing through the concrete in the dead of night. Bitter roots, hold on to the ground in the silence, hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall, oh, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall.
dig deeper past the limestone and the clay, beyond the reach of those who wish to betray. The nourishment is found in the ancient history, unlocking the gates of every hidden mystery.
Bitter but strong, deep but resilient,
The foundation
is solid. The spirit is brilliant. Bitter roots, reaching for the light, growing through the concrete in the dead of night. Bitter roots, hold on to the ground in the silence, hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall, oh, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall. Roots rock, Soulfire, take us higher, take us higher. Roots rock, Soulfire, the roots remain bitter but sweet. Camden bricks with salty tears. My garden's overgrown with thorns and weeds, neglecting every single one of my basic needs. The sky is bruised, a shade of violet gloom, within this dusty, silent, lonely room.
But down beneath the surface, deep and wide, there is a spirit that you cannot hide. The soil is parched, the sun is blazing red. Forget the hollow words that they have said.
Ancestors watching from the mountain peak, giving strength to all the tired and the weak. Though the branches may be broken and the leaves turn brown, we won't let the weight of sorrow pull us down. Extract the essence from the struggle and the strife, finding the nectar in the middle of this life.
Bitter roots,
Reaching for the light,
growing through the concrete in the dead of night.
bitter roots, hold on to the ground.
In the silence,
Hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall.
I see the system trying to choke the vine, but the nectar of the truth is truly divine. Trench town spirit in the London storm, keeping the fire burning,
Keeping us warm.
no axe can fell the tree
Of liberty, for the truth shall set the captive people free. I'm pouring blackest coffee for my soul, trying to regain some semblance of control. The bitterness is familiar on my tongue, a song of survival that has always been sung. I'll paint my eyes with cold and face the day, watching the gray clouds slowly drift away. Though the branches may be broken and the leaves turn brown, we won't let the weight of sorrow pull us down. Extract the essence from the struggle and the strife, finding the nectar in the middle of this life. Bitter roots, reaching for the light,
growing through the concrete.
in the dead of night. Bitter roots, hold on to the ground.
In the silence,
Hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall. Dig deeper, dig deeper, dig, dig, dig deeper, dig deeper, dig deeper.
ooh, dig deep past the limestone and the clay,
Beyond the reach of those who wish to betray.
the nourishment is found in the ancient
History, unlocking the gates of every hidden mystery.
bitter but strong, deep but resilient. The foundation is solid,
The spirit is brilliant. Bitter roots, reaching for the light,
growing through the concrete.
in the dead of night. Bitter roots, hold on to the ground.
In the silence,
Hear the most majestic sound. It's a long way up, but we're standing tall, waiting for the summer rain to finally fall. The celestial canvas painted deep indigo, watching the distant silver constellations glow. A velvet blanket wrapping my shivering frame, trying to forget the echoes of a hollow game.
The lunar cycle guides my solitary feet, far away from the noise of the bustling street,
seeking a sanctuary where the quiet heavily lies, underneath the majesty of the open skies.
Pacing the floorboard while the galaxies spin, shedding the weight of my originals in the astronomical clock ticks in perfect time. A silent observer to this upward climb, eclipsing the hardship, leaving orbit behind, searching for a haven for a troubled mind. The atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountain top.
When the twilight fades into the darkest hour, we gather the remnants of our spiritual power, guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea, unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free. Midnight Zion,
A sanctuary
built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place. Midnight Zion,
floating
on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astral light, conquering the demons of the endless night.
the atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountain top. Meteor showers blaze in a trail of gold, a beautiful story that has never been told. No borders, no boundaries, no terrestrial lines, just the universal truth that eternally shines, elevating the consciousness above the fray, waiting patiently for the breaking of day.
My silhouette stretches across the silver lawn, breathing the oxygen before the coming dawn. Gravity loses its unrelenting hold, making my hesitant spirit incredibly bold. The cosmic hum vibrates in my inner ear, erasing every particle of lingering fear. A nocturnal pilgrimage to a sacred dome, finally discovering my permanent home. Twilight fades into the darkest hour, we gather the remnants of our spiritual power, guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea, unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free. Midnight Zion, a sanctuary built in space, oh, finding salvation in this triangle place. Midnight Zion, floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astral light, conquering the demons of the endless night.
Ascend beyond the stratosphere,
The vision becomes crystal clear,
levitate above the sorrow and the pain,
washing our spirits in the meteor rain. Hush, stars
align,
ascend.
ascend.
Midnight Zion, a sanctuary built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place. Midnight Zion, floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds Drifting upward,
celestial peace.
Zion awaits. Celestial canvas painted deep indigo, watching the distant silver constellations glow. A velvet blanket wrapping my shivering frame, trying to forget the echoes of a hollow game.
The lunar cycle guides my solitary feet, far away from the noise of the bustling street.
Seeking a sanctuary where the quiet heavily lies, underneath the majesty of the open skies.
Pacing the floorboards while the galaxies spin, shedding the weight of my original sin. The astronomical clock ticks in perfect time, a silent observer to this upward climb. Eclipsing the hardship, leaving orbit behind, searching for a haven for a troubled mind.
The atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountaintop.
When the twilight fades into the darkest hour,
We gather the remnants of our spiritual power,
guiding our vessels through the cosmic sea,
unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free.
midnight Zion,
A sanctuary built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place.
midnight Zion,
Floating on a stellar breeze, bringing the arrogant empires to their knees, bathing our wounds in the astrolight, conquering the demons of the endless night.
the atmospheric pressure begins to finally drop, reaching for the summit at the mountaintop. Meteor showers blazing a trail of gold, a beautiful story that has never been told.
No borders, no boundaries, no terrestrial lines, just the universal truth that eternally shines, elevating the consciousness above the fray, waiting patiently for the breaking of day. My silhouette stretches across the silver lawn, breathing the oxygen before the coming dawn. Gravity loses its unrelenting hold, making my hesitant spirit incredibly bold. The cosmic hum vibrates in my inner ear, erasing every particle of lingering fear. A nocturnal pilgrimage to a sacred dome, finally discovering my permanent home.
When the twilight fades into the darkest hour,
We gather the remnants of our spiritual power,
guiding our vessels through the
cosmic sea, unlocking the padlock, setting the captive free.
midnight Zion,
A sanctuary built in space, finding salvation in this tranquil place.
midnight Zion,
Floating lion awaits. The riverbank is overflowing with the heavy springtime flood. My ankles are submerged inside the thick, disgusting mud. The shoreline has eroded from the constant brutal rain, washing away the boundaries of my personal domain. The silt is accumulating at the bottom of the creek, a filthy environment for the weary and the weak. I wade into the shadows, pushing through the murky brown, determined not to let the undercurrent drag me down.
Yeah. The Delta is a graveyard for the beautifully naive, a treacherous topography designed to deceive. My waterproof boots are sinking deeper in the sludge, facing the tribunal of an unforgiving judge. The water level rises, threatening to overtake a massive reservoir of every terrible mistake. I fight against the current, utilizing all my might, refusing to surrender to the darkness of the night.
The undertow is pulling with the terrifying grip, threatening the balance of this monumental trip. We navigate the debris floating on the surface tide, with absolutely nowhere for a fugitive to hide. Pushing through the muddy waves, fighting against the stream,
Waking up shivering
from a catastrophic dream. Muddy waves splashing on the rugged denim coat,
desperately attempting to keep this vessel afloat.
let the river rumble, let the stormy weather crash.
We are sifting through the wreckage and the filthy urban trash,
Baptism of dirt, cleansing of the grime,
marching through the sludge until the ending of our time. The levee finally broke beneath the agonizing strain, releasing a torrent of unrelenting pain. The floating logs are battering my bruised and aching knee, a brutal demonstration of the river's majesty. The stagnant pools are breeding a magnificent disease, carried through the valley on a contaminated breeze. I grab a sturdy branch to keep my footing on the floor, swimming toward the promise of a highly distant shore.
my garments are completely soaked and heavy on my frame, participating in this grueling, terrifying game. The whirlpool spin a dizzying, hypnotic, deadly dance, relying entirely on a terrifying chance. The Mississippi grit is permanently in my hair, a physical manifestation of my deep despair. The reggae rhythm acts as a flotation device, a beautifully rhythmic, spectacular sacrifice. The undertow is pulling with the terrifying grip, threading the balance of this monumental trip. We navigate the debris floating on the surface tide, with absolutely nowhere for a fugitive to hide. Pushing through the muddy waves, fighting against the stream,
Waking up shivering
from a catastrophic dream. Muddy waves splashing on the rugged denim coat,
desperately attempting to keep this vessel afloat.
let the river rumble, let the storm off the dirt, the water recedes. The fretboard is a roadmap of the mistakes I have made, where every single promise has been steadily betrayed. My callous fingertips press against the nickel wire, extinguishing the remnants of a suffocating fire. The tuning pegs are rusted from the dampness of the room, an instrument absorbing all the overwhelming gloom. I pluck a solitary note and let it hang in space, a sonic representation of a devastated face.
I plug the heavy cable in the amplifier jack, knowing that my innocence is never coming back. The vacuum tubes are glowing with the warm nostalgic heat, pumping out a rhythm of absolute pure defeat. I dial up the overdrive to mask the inner ache, calculating exactly how much more my mind can take. The hum of the equipment is a sympathetic friend, accompanying this journey to a miserable end. The physical vibration travels up the wooden neck, a beautiful salvage of a devastating break, translating the tragedy into an audible sigh, a spectacular method to efficiently cry. Listen to the weeping chord echoing down the hall, a musical testament to a terrifying fall. Weeping chord bending on the heavy gauge string, the most sorrowful anthem that a human could ever sing. Let the harmony tremble, let the feedback sustain. We are broadcasting frequencies of undeniable pain, a masterpiece constructed from a shattered, broken dream, tearing apart the fabric of the fragile sonic scene. The bridge pickup captures every microscopic flaw, exposing the emotion that is terrifyingly raw. I manipulate the whammy bar to emulate a moan, operating in the territory completely on my own. The pentatonic scale provides a temporary map, navigating safely through the psychological trap, a symphony of sadness generated by the hand, the only universal language I can fully understand.
The nylon and the steel create a gorgeous tragic blend, a musical epistle that I desperately send. I mute the heavy rhythm with the palm of my right hand, creating a dynamic that is utterly grand. The distortion pedal mimics all the anger in my brain, a beautiful cacophony driving me insane. But when the chorus hits, I find a momentary peace, a wonderful, incredible, magnificent release. The physical vibration travels up the wooden neck, a beautiful salvage of a devastating wreck, translating the tragedy into an audible sigh, a spectacular method to efficiently cry. Listen to the weeping chord echoing down the hall, a musical testament to a terrifying fall. Weeping chord bending on the heavy gauge string, the most sorrowful anthem that a human could ever sing. Let the harmony tremble, let the feedback sustain. We are broadcasting frequencies of undeniable pain, a masterpiece constructed from a shattered, broken dream, tearing apart the fabric of the fragile sonic scene. Bend the note, make it scream, wake up from this agonizing dream. The resonance is pure, the frequency is true, a devastating serenade dedicated just to you. fabric of the fragile sonic seam. Let the note ring out, feedback fades. Unplug the cord. Nicotine haze wrapping around the room, sweeping away my senses like an old forgotten broom. The vinyl record spins a scratchy, melancholic tune, bathed in the artificial glow of a neon moon.
I tap my fingernails against the cheap mahogany, trapped inside this beautiful toxic symphony. You walk right through the parlor with a dangerous swagger, holding my attention like a hidden silver dagger. I strike a match against the heel of my leather boots, wearing this tattered confidence like a tailored suit. The atmosphere is heavy, saturated with desire, walking barefoot across a pit of burning fire. I see you sitting there, sipping on a sour drink, pushing my sanity way past the absolute brink. The jukebox hums a melody of broken-hearted fools, breaking every single one of the tavern's golden rules. Inhale the vapor, let the poison circulate, leaving our fragile future to the hands of fate. Exhale the misery, watch the gray clouds rise. I see my own reflection in your compromised eyes. We got those smoky blues tearing up the atmosphere, the loudest kind of silence that you'll ever hear. Smoky blues, a fatal magnetic attraction, looking for a tiny bit of chemical satisfaction. Smoky blues into the endless night. The bartender polishes the glassware with a filthy rag, while I surrender completely to this glorious drag. A pocket full of coppers and a pocket full of lies, ignoring the warning signs and the desperate cries. The tempo shifts into a syncopated heavy grind, leaving the rational decisions completely behind. Your lipstick leaves a smudge upon the paper cup. I am falling way down, but it feels like going up, going up, going up. My vocal register drops into a gravelly tone, navigating this hazardous territory all alone. The friction between us creates a static spark, illuminating the corners of the pitch black dark. I flick the ashes right into the porcelain tray, knowing tomorrow I will definitely have to pay. But tonight the rhythm is a captivating drug, sweeping our transgressions right under the rug. Inhale the vapor, let the poison circulate, leaving our fragile future to the hands of fate. Exhale the misery, watch the gray clouds rise. I see my own reflection in your compromised eyes. We got those smoky blues tearing up the atmosphere, the loudest kind of silence that you'll ever hear. Smoky blues, a fatal magnetic attraction, looking for a tiny bit of chemical satisfaction. Turn up the amplifier, let the feedback scream, living in the middle of
fake magnetic attraction, looking for a tiny bit of chemical satisfaction. Turn up the amplifier, let the feedback scream, living in the middle of a feverish dream. Yeah, we're burning out fast, but we're shining so bright, singing the smoky blues into the endless night. Keep it burning, don't let the fire die. Smoky, smoky, keep it burning. A monochrome filter over the metropolis, chasing the phantom of a stolen kiss. My trench coat collar turned against the wind, calculating the exact moment that I sinned. A fedora cast a shadow on a stranger's face, a clandestine meeting in a hidden place. The cobblestone glistens with the evening precipitation, caught in the middle of a grand investigation.
A private sleuth operating in the midnight shade, examining the evidence that was poorly laid. A magnifying glass on a smeared lipstick stain, connecting the dots inside a cynical brain. The jazz club is a sanctuary for the underground, where the most illicit information can be found. A snare brush swishes like a serpent's tail, following the breadcrumbs on a dangerous trail. Whispering secrets in the smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in a hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. More rhythm, slipping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. More rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in a colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. A ransom note typed on a vintage machine, the most peculiar scenario I have ever seen. A flickering street light illuminates the crime, operating totally outside the bounds of time. A double-crossing syndicate operating out of sight, bleeding the citizens in the dead of night. But the syncopation offers a peculiar clue, leading my investigation straight back to you. A femme fatale posing with a cigarette holder, resting my chin upon my velvet shoulder. I fabricated alibis to cover up my track, knowing there is absolutely no turning back. The upright bass plucks a sinister chord, a deadly gamble for a meager reward. I slit the microfilm inside my satin glove, a casualty of war, a casualty of love. Whispering secrets in the smoky alcove, searching for the treasure in the hidden trove. The saxophone slithers through the foggy chill, a cinematic narrative with a lethal thrill. Noir rhythm, stepping through the alleyway, where the darkest predators come out to play. Noir rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculating move. Black and white aesthetics in a colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with a jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Don't speak, the walls have ears,
I can smell your absolute paralyzing fears. Pass the envelope underneath the table. Keep the facade as long as you are able. Footsteps, shadows, curtain calls, the gavel falls. More rhythm, stepping through the alleyway where the darkest predators come out to play. More rhythm, a sophisticated fatal groove, watching every single calculated move. Black and white aesthetics in the colored world, watching the mystery get slowly unfurled. A dangerous tempo with the jazz inflection, hiding our motives from police detection. Case closed. Fade to black. The jazz remains. The barricades are stacked against the avenue, a mutiny brewing in the morning dew, spitting out the propaganda fed by the elite, marching with an army down the concrete street.
A kerosene rag stuffed in an empty jar,
Lighting up the darkness like a shooting star.
they tried to cage the tiger in the copper wire,
But they only managed to ignite the fire.
a clenched fist rising above the unruly crowd.
Screaming our demands incredibly loud.
The establishment trembles at the sudden noise,
A formidable army of the girls and boys,
smashing the illusions with an iron pipe.
the demographic anger
Is completely right, no compromise offered and none received.
exposing the web that the politicians weave.
Combustion spreading through the crowded square,
An undeniable tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye. Rebel heart pumping with ferocious blood, standing our ground in the rising mud. Rebel heart,
a drumbeat in the chest,
putting the establishment to the ultimate test. Unshackled, untamed, and fiercely awake, demanding a slice of the forbidden cake. An insurgent rhythm pounding in the vein, breaking the links of the tyrannical chain.
the sirens wail a warning from a distant block, but we are firmly planted like a solid rock. A guerrilla tactic executed with precision,
Cutting through the falsehoods like a sharp incision.
they monitor the frequencies and tap the phone,
But we communicate in a frequency unknown,
a subterranean network of the brave and bold.
refusing to be bought and refusing to be sold. My vocal cords are shredded from the battle cry, refusing to submit and refusing to comply. We paint our manifestos on the subway train, colorful rebellion in the pouring rain.
The riot gear approaches with the steady march,
But we hold the line beneath the marble arch,
a blazing inferno fueled by righteous ire.
feeding the flames of this magnificent fire. Combustion spreading through the crowded square,
An undeniable
tension hanging in the air. The sovereign spirit refuses to comply, looking the oppressor squarely in the eye. unshackled, untamed, and fierce.